So is this your directorial debut, or you shot a film already before?
Nah, I did some local stuff back in the Caribbean, Trinidad.
Oh, you from Trinidad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a son and a granddaughter out there. I fly out there often.
We got something out there called Deportee. It's a series.
Oh yeah?
We got something called Enemy of My Enemy that somebody tried to steal my entire movie.
Wow.
You guys ready?
So let everybody know who you are.
Everyone, my name is Nigel Babtiste, also known as Nigel Garcia. Garcia being my mother's maiden name, originally from Trinidad and Tobago. Started production with my first movie in Trinidad called Enemy of My Enemy. Had an issue with my camera guy, stole the entire movie and put it on DVD and was selling it all.
Wow. How long ago was this since you said DVD?
Could have been what? 2015, 16, somewhere around.
But DVDs are still big out there in Trinidad, right?
No.
Oh, so
At that point in time,
Right.
he was just trying to make some money. So I was back and forth between Trinidad and New York while shooting the movie. So during the shoot, I had to return to New York for a while. By the time I got back to Trinidad, the last quarter of the movie was completed by him and a few cast members, and they decided to put it on the DVD to make a quick buck.
Wow. So all that shooting that you did.
Yeah, I wrote and directed. He was the camera guy. Because at that point in time, folks, I did not know how to hold a camera, record, or anything. I would write scripts, I would direct, but I couldn't do anything. I was quite intimidated by the camera.
Right. So
I learned a lesson.
Right.
After that lesson, I joined Brick, took every course that was available, learn how to produce, learn how to edit, learn how to handle the equipment, and started putting together my own production here.
Okay.
And during the course of doing that, I was approached by a lot of people asking me how they could get their content up on my platform, which at the time was Caribbean Buzz TV at Brick. So we were doing that, and I said, you know what, other than Brick, I need to try to get my own platform and try to expand. So, okay. Take care.
That's usually how it works though. Like you start off with someone else's platform or having your show on somebody's platform and you build your own. That's usually how a real entrepreneur works. You know what I mean? So how did it come about for the Caribbean Buzz TV to get on all of the platforms that you're on now? If you don't mind letting the people know.
Sure. Well, after my initial start at Brick, the only option was really to put everything up on Brick, YouTube, and Facebook. For someone like myself, it was just like not enough. I wanted more. But at that point in time, of course, couldn't afford to go to the cable networks or anywhere else. And I thought about it. A lot of artists, a lot of poets, a lot of people, just creative people, had limited options. So I said, you know what, I'm going to look into it and try to see what platforms I can provide. So when I do have a mini-series, or I have an independent movie, or my friend or other people I network with their great content, we have some other options. So that's why I looked into Roku, I looked into Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. And I scooped them up. Let's get Claudius.
Okay.
But give me some more lines like that. They're really on Claudius hard. They're going hard for Claudius. You know what?
Okay.
Let's call him and let him know what's up.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
And your voice tone, I like it, so make sure
keep projecting your voice like that.
Okay.
So when we actually put it on, it sounds good.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Yo, they just got Dominic.
Serious? I think that we really need to inform Claudius about this. They probably want it.
They on him hard right now.
Yeah, I think we need to go inform Claudius.
Yes, let's do that.
All right. Now let me get you all going in the car.
So practically when you shoot your joints, you know the script and everything that you want to do with it. So you just guerrilla film and you just, walk people through the scenes and tell them what to say. That's some of the best movies are made like that.
Yeah, when you guerrilla shoot, you make it as authentic to the streets as possible.
Right.
And for the upcoming actors and the amateur actors and amateur producers,
It makes it easier.
it makes it easy because
Right.
most people show up and they ask, I gotta memorize lines.
So you just telling them
And
what
it's
to say.
intimidating for them and a lot of us who are trying to do production to say, well, you gotta have these lines, you gotta say it exactly this way and that
Right.
way. I try to create the scene visually for them, and they now have to create it exactly as if they were living that situation out
Right.
for me to capture.
What they call that, like method acting or something like that?
Now you're trying to make me look bad. I know, but
No, I'm
I ain't
just
gonna
saying.
bite my tongue.
I'm not
trying to-
sure, but
It
I'm
is-
just asking.
It is
Yeah.
a form of
Method acting, yeah.
method acting. But for most amateurs, they're most comfortable or willing to come on a set and do scenes or be a part of your production once you take away those lines. Unless you
Right.
have a budget and you could afford those actors that
Yeah.
are experienced, who
Exactly.
went to school and could come on your set and memorize all these lines, and you do that. But then sometimes they can't bring it as real
Right.
as we need it to be.
So now basically like your show is like on like tens of millions of viewers now, as opposed to just being on in New York City throughout Brick Arts and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So how are the people responding to all of your content and all of the different programs that you have now?
The response is pretty good. I'm not a guy. This is like my first interview because I like to stay behind the scenes, don't really put it out there and say, oh, I got this and oh,
Right.
and I got.
Yeah.
But I have people that has been in touch with me all the way from Argentina, Australia, people that are viewing my content and channels on Roku from several parts of the world. And it is very rewarding because this is something I've been doing and making a lot of sacrifice, and to sit there, write, shoot, edit, and upload. And then someone from the other part of the world could just reach out to you and say, hey, I just watched your episode and I enjoyed it very much. When is the other part 2 or this or that coming out? For me, it's like, okay, I appreciate all the hard work and I really look forward to the additional grind that I'm, setting myself up for this near future, especially 2020.
Definitely. We are actually about to turn into, you know what I'm saying, a whole nother, they say everything changes in 10 years, right? So we're about to go through a whole nother change
Another
right now.
cycle, yeah.
Yes. So how would people like really contact you, or what are the process for you to actually accept someone to be on your channel, your Roku channel or your Amazon channel and things of that sort?
Okay, I'm very accessible. You could call me at 631-639-4321 and I answer my phone. And we could vibe, we could discuss. And also my Instagram, I only have like 500 and something followers because I'm not big with social media or as effective as some people, or they just sit there all day trying to get followers. I have 580 something organic followers.
So this means people that are really following you and really interested in what you got going on.
And people that really are true to what they're doing and what I'm doing. So I also network with a lot of people from around the world and different parts of the US who is doing stuff that I've been following closely, and they do the same with me. And as far as content, it's a bit different with Caribbean Buzz TV. I personally don't grab up any and everything that's available so I can put up on the platforms. If there's any content there that is disrespectful to women, I don't want it. If it's stuff with the N-word, you know, it's cool to be addressing each other. My N-girl, I don't support that at all. I don't support anything with the B word. So if your music video contains a lot of that, I don't want it. I refuse it. I don't even review it. And if your movie or independent production, I mean, violence is violence, it's keeping it real and all that, but I don't need the stuff with the bitches and the nigger and all that in it.
Right.
So family friendly content is what I support and pursue.
Or if they have like footage with the nigger and the bitch and cursing stuff, they gotta edit it out, basically.
Yes.
Okay, well that's reasonable. It's your platform and that's what you want, and you don't want all of the profanity. And tell them why you don't want all of the profanity in your content.
You know, there's a lot of young men and young ladies out there. Yeah, that's my B. And I asked one young man one day, do you know who's Stephen Biko? And of course he was like, Stephen Biko? He was like, no. I said, okay. You're referring to each other as your nigger and all of that. Take time to just look up that guy's name and see what he did and the sacrifice he made and died for.
Right.
For us. Everyone knows Nelson Mandela, of course, but there's a lot of Nelson Mandelas out there. And if you just referring to your brother as a nigger and you don't even know who's Stephen Biko or really understand some of the things that Malcolm X spoke of and went through for us, and now, you know, you guys got it so easy, you could just be referring to each other as a nigger, and to me it's a slap in the face for a lot of the people who face the real struggle and face a lot of, you know, violence and things on your doorstep, and you don't have it now, so you don't appreciate what we've been through. And we keep saying, if you don't know your past,
you don't know your future.
You're lost. You have no future. And they're not trying to look at the past or learn the past, but if they're teaching the generation after them to be using these terms, we're lost.
Right.
I don't support it.
Okay, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. Now, what part of Trinidad are you from?
The best part, Port of Spain.
That's what's up, Port of Spain. Shout out to Rima, Gonzalez, Dabity, all that over there, that area, you know what I'm saying? So basically, you looking for quality content, not profanity content, not disrespecting women, no niggas and bitches words and stuff like that. And they'll be on a platform that's in, you know what I'm saying, tens of millions of homes every week. And you also do a radio show too. It's also Caribbean Buzz Radio as well.
Caribbean Buzz is also on iHeartRadio and on TuneIn.
That's big.
If you do have content or you have a music video and you're looking to maximize your exposure and you come to us, and once it's something positive and clean,
right?
You know, because for example, Will Smith is one of my examples. He made it without putting out music there that contained a lot of profanity and disrespecting women and all that.
That's a fact.
I try to tell the young artists now, you know, you don't really have to go that route.
Definitely. Wow. So that's a big look, because iHeartRadio, that's the same platform that Power 105 is on and stuff like that. So you know what I mean? Like that's a big look.
We humble here, but we doing our thing.
Yeah, that's a big look. So people, y'all heard his numbers, y'all heard his Instagrams and all that. Y'all need to reach out to him. It's always what I've learned, that it's always the biggest people in the game behind the scenes with the lowest followers, because people are always chasing the celebrity and trying to see what the celebrities are doing. But it's people that's behind the scenes that made or helped them get there. And a lot of people don't know about that. So when you say you only got 500 and something followers, of course you would, because you're the real boss behind the scenes that people ain't checking for. So now that you're on Grindhardtv, people are now gonna know. You know what I mean? Word. So yeah, so thank you for being on the show. You know what I mean? A lot of people are gonna definitely reach out to you now and try to get their videos on your joint, try to get on your show.
They're welcome.
They definitely gonna reach out to you and stuff like that. So just let everybody know who you are and what you're watching.
Hey, I'm Nigel Babtiste of Caribbean Buzz TV, and I'm here grinding on Grindhardtv. Peace.